Hi everybody, very excited to have this rather special Defender in stock with us now. So it's a 2015 Defender 110 XS, but it's the Landmark Edition. The thing that stood the Landmark Edition apart was lots of black accent pieces on the body, front grille, front sort of nose bit, etc, etc. This car is finished in black, so you can't quite pick them out as probably intended by the designers. However, stick with me because this is pretty special. You've probably seen the list of works we've done in the video description and on that sort of initial opening bit of footage. But this looks pretty standard, but we've carried out a huge amount of work to try and make this one of the most usable Defenders we possibly can, but it's still sticking with the lovely character, the great 2.2 engine, manual gearbox, etc, etc. So it's a two-owner car, I believe. It's got 25,500 miles on the clock. It's finished in Santorini black. It's got the dual finish alloy wheels, and they're shod in pretty much brand new 265/75 BF Goodrich all-terrain tyres, which you can see there. They make a huge difference to the way in which it drives and the way in which it handles. Talking about handling, the vehicle has a Live Tunings comfort suspension kit, and it's standard height, so you can see that the thing isn't lowered at all. It's still got that nice level platform that it sits on. So we've got eye-back springs on there, but they're slightly softer than the standard springs, and to sort of make up for the softness of the springs, there is a stiffer anti-roll bar at the back there. And so this thing now handles unbelievably. One, it soaks up the bumps. Two, it goes around corners beautifully, and that's a sort of combination of the tyres and the suspension package. I promise you, if you haven't driven a Defender with this pack on it, it's extraordinary. And one of the things about Defenders as well, if you're not used to them, is the noise levels inside them. Most of that comes from road noise, from tyres, so the BF Goodrich make a massive difference to that. But we've also soundproofed the sort of lower section of the bodywork. I haven't gone up into the roof or anything like that, but there's Dynamat on all the floors, and a lot of the noise comes from the sort of rear load area, rear seat area at the very back here. Which I'll show you, which has been fully lined, and it just stops the resonance of the panels. There's some pretty big panels on the floor here, so underneath here, that is one sheet panel, and it resonates massively when going along. That is now fully covered in Dynamat to stop the resonance. You'll see integrated reversing camera and LED Optimil light there. That ties in to the doubled-in Apple CarPlay system that we've fitted as well. So just quickly cutting to the interior, it's got full leather premium seats throughout. So there's leather in all three rows of seats. The cubby box was a bit shoddy, not leather, so we've had this custom made, wrapped in leather, but it's quite nice. It's all sort of, there's foam backing behind it. It's a really nice rich leather with the same sort of pattern as the seats, but also nice squishy raised top there. Really, really comfy. There's the double dim Apple CarPlay system. We've also made this wireless as well, so you don't actually need to plug your phone directly in, but you can if you want to plug it in there. Underneath the sort of that panel up under there, there's a wireless receiver, which means that every time you get into the car, your phone will connect, sat nav will kick in, Spotify will kick in. It's just a really nice little system. Focal speakers throughout, so two up front, two at the back, and a Phoenix Gold sub here. Great sound, nothing completely bonkers, but just really crisp, really great sound. Being a sort of 2014 vehicle, post 2014 vehicle, it's got the suede / Alcantara roof lining, which is really, really smart, especially on an all black vehicle. It's a lovely, lovely thing. So a couple of other bits and bobs that we've done to make the vehicle last a bit longer. There's stainless fixings everywhere, so stainless bolts on all the light guards. This lower grille here has been changed to stainless. Even these bolts has changed to stainless because they rust, and you can see the ones under there. Brand new bumper, brand new checker plate. It came with checker plate from the factory. Brand new checker plate on the wing tops and along the other sides and at the back there. Brand new side steps. Now the side steps, they always corrode on these things. I mean, you can galvanise them, but the cost is huge. So we've injected them, and also we're coating them in ACF 50 regularly. So hopefully they'll last longer than the sort of standard ones. Little details like this normally corrodes. That's a nice optimal bit there. Rear cross members being stripped back, and all the rear bolts are replaced as well. And you can see the bolts on the tow bar there, and nice stainless steel items too. Overall, I think there was about £11,000 spent on this vehicle on bits and labour to get it up to where it is. So it represents a huge investment, but also I feel one of the best driving Landies that I've been in. And one thing that I haven't mentioned, sorry I'm rambling a bit here, it's got a stage 2 remap from Alive Tuning, along with their amazing intercooler, huge intercooler, big black cast intercooler, so you won't have any issues with the intercooler end caps blowing off that you do on normal Defenders. And also, to cope with that extra power, there's a link. Imagine this, there's a gearbox sort of here, and behind the gearbox the transfer box, which then sends power drive to the rear and the front wheels. There's the link between that gearbox and the transfer box is put together dry by Land Rover in their wisdom, and it rusts and corrodes and doesn't work as it should do. So we split the gearbox and transfer box, put an uprated MT82 output shaft in, and also double check the flanges on the rear drive shaft. Sorry, it's getting a bit technical here, but if the drive shafts on these rear wheels are a bit loose, they do wear, and that output shaft is loose, the drive is appalling. There's a lot of slack in the drivetrain, and with the extra power, eventually something will go pop because they wear and wear and wear. With the uprated drivetrain, this thing has absolutely zero slack in the drivetrain. If you know your Defenders, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I promise you, go and drive one that hasn't had it done, then come and drive this one. It's extraordinary. It's been fully undersealed as well. I'll upload a list of everything that's been done to it, but please don't assume this is just your standard Landy. There's a huge amount of time and love put into this, even down to the sort of quality of the paint. I mean, it's been polished, so I mean, it's, yeah, that's almost a mirror finish there. Such a lovely thing. Just to quickly show you, if you just give me 2 seconds, just fold this down. There's the rear seats there, which fold away and fold up. And also, what I haven't included, there are 2 front runner roof bars that will come with the vehicle, and also there is a genuine Land Rover dog guard. You can see it clips on here and goes down behind those seats. So there'll be a genuine Land Rover dog guard or load guard, and that'll come with it as well. I've just removed it for photos and cleaning purposes, to be brutally honest, but that's all included. Comes with a 6-month warranty, fully checked over. It's a real stunner. Come and have a drive. It's great fun. And look, we can deliver nationwide, and read our reviews, and hopefully this video gives a sort of understanding of what goes into these vehicles. There's so much time involved in them. Or quick thing, windscreen surrounds been painted, window blocks been painted as well. They always corrode on these. Even a 25,500 mile vehicle, they corrode. It's aluminium, so don't worry, it's not rust. It's a very simpler method, rust or corrosion I should say, to stop in its tracks. But this one now is absolutely spot on and so much fun to drive. Come and have a look, enjoy the pictures, read the description, give us a call. Thanks, bye bye.